This year, you'll take the Math MCAS on your Chromebook. For many questions, you can click to choose the right answer or use your trackpad to drag an answer into place. For example, you might see a question like this one, or this one, or even something like this. But sometimes you'll need to use a special tool called the equation editor to show your work or type your answer. Sometimes you'll see a special box, just like this one, where you need to type your math answer. This box is only for math, not for words. Other times you might see a box that lets you type both math and words together. These boxes are not calculators. They won't solve the problems for you. You'll see buttons and symbols inside the box to help you. You can click those to build your own answer. You can also use your keyboard to type numbers, letters, and some symbols. But remember, not all math symbols are on the keyboard, so you might need to click some of the buttons in the equation editor instead. Let's practice using the equation editor on some sample questions. On this question, I first need to take out the ruler in inches to measure this leaf. If I drag it up so the 0 is at the beginning of the leaf, I can see the leaf is 4.5 inches. Now I need to click in the box to type in my answer and then click the blue Save button. If I point at a button, it will tell me what it's for. This is for a mixed number. I can type 4 or click the button 4. Can click in the space or use the tab to get to it to type in 1/2 and then save. If at any point I want to change it, I can click the box again and use the backspace and fix my answer. I always need to save at the end. In this problem, I might want to compare the number of oranges two students have or find out how many they have altogether. I can use my keyboard to type my answer, that they have 15 oranges altogether. I can use the keyboard to type 7 plus 8 equals 15. I could also use the math button or the equation editor to do this. If I wanted to compare and say 7 is less than 8, I can use the keyboard or the equation editor for that too, using the less than sign. 7 is less than 8, and save. Another example that I might need to type is 1/2 plus 1/2 equals a whole. You need to use the equation editor for fractions. In this case, I'll click the fraction button first to show that I want this fraction 1/2 or 1/2. And then to say plus, if I just click the plus button, that will stay in the denominator, and I don't want that. So I'll use the backspace. Then I'm going to use the arrow key to navigate over. I can use the arrow button here or the arrow key on my keyboard to move over, do the plus sign, and then do another fraction for 1/2. Again, I need the arrow key here or on my keyboard to move over, so I can do the equals sign, and then I can type the 1. If I want to edit that once it's in my box, I can click anywhere on that equation, and the editing box will open back up. Whenever I'm done, I need to be sure to click the blue Save button. Then I could click Return on my keyboard and continue typing in the explanation. Remember as you're working in the editor that you can always click the undo or back arrow, the redo or front arrow, or the cancel button to fix your work. Give it a try. Don't be afraid to make a mistake. Type in what you think. You can always use the undo button or backspace until it comes out looking the way you want it to look.